Hi everyone. I made some, I guess you call them icebox pickles is what I've heard. You fix them in the fridge. And I really forgot. I got almost through before I thought, I should have made a cook with Chef Mike. So I thought at least I could do is uh, show them to you and tell you how to fix them. I got this recipe here. I wonder if you could see it. Maybe you could take a snapshot of this. It was sent into by one of our viewers, W.J. Vanderhorst. So, let me put this back up. So, what I did was I got these two jars here at Dollar Tree. And they're nice jars. They're nice and big, perfect for something like this. And she was in this recipe. She was talking about just using banana peppers, but I mean you can use about anything, from the garden in it. So I chose to make a mixture. Same process. Here's some extra banana peppers that were left over, and here's one of the Neapolitan peppers. We had plenty of peppers, all kinds of stuff. The cucumbers, we had got the cucumber from Aldi, and we used a red onion that we got at Kroger's. I had one carrot that was big enough from the garden, Neapolitan peppers, banana peppers, bell peppers, one of my big Berthas. Like I said, one carrot. Banana peppers. I think that's about it. But it looks really good. But what you do is you wash your vegetables. You slice the peppers into rings and remove the seeds. You cut up if you use anything else like a bell pepper, cut it up, and of course get rid of the seeds. You can put it into a jar. You put it into a jar if you can't get one of these at Dollar Tree or something. You can use an old pickle jar, an old mayonnaise jar, something like that. Any kind of jar. I used glass. I don't know if you could use, when she says mayonnaise jar, I guess you could use that. I don't think the solution would be too hot when you put it in there. But anyway, if you don't want to buy any, you can find some jars laying around the house or something that's empty. You make the solution. Now, I had to make more because these hold quite a bit. They hold quite a bit. So I had to make like three times what it said. But anyway, it says to make a solution with a half a cup of vinegar. I use cider vinegar, and she says she likes cider vinegar too. Half a cup of water, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of sugar. It says you use less for less sweet. Okay, so I used 3 times that. I made a double, and then I realized I didn't have enough left to fill them on up, so I made one more of it. So if you're making 2 especially, you're definitely going to, need to double or triple the recipe of the solution. I just want to go ahead and do a bunch of them today. And on this, she warmed it in the microwave for 1 to 1.5 minutes. Should be pretty hot. I did mine on the stove, and I turned it off as soon as I could tell it was just about to start to boil, and that was plenty hot. But you can do it in the microwave also if you like. Of course, you pour it over everything, and then you set it in the fridge. It says could be pretty hot. Pour over peppers and set it in fridge covered. I don't know if that means you put the lid on. I just put the lid on it. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I don't know what covered. Should be pretty hot. Pour over peppers and set in fridge covered. Takes only a few hours to pickle. Taste and enjoy. You can pickle other vegetables the same way. Green beans are good. as our beets and onions. For fresh green beans or other harder vegetables, I cook them for a few minutes first to soften. So, yeah, I mean, I guess when she means cover, you know, is put the lid on. I put it on pretty tight and everything. I'm sorry I forgot to do that. I mean, really, I just put the ingredients in the pan and heated it up. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory to cut up a bunch of vegetables. But look at that. I mean, mainly stuff from the garden, like I said. I really like that. So this is another thing to do with some of this stuff. This one, it's a little, I think this one has a little more cucumbers in it. But yeah, I thought I'd share this with y'all. I hope you decide to make it. You can, of course, you know, if you don't have a garden, of course, you can get all the ingredients at the store. It's just nice when you have a garden and you see the things that you do with it and you eat them. And, you know, I give them to friends and family, of course. I gave away over 160 pounds of vegetables this year. That's the most I've ever been able to give away. And that's what I like doing, you know, sharing everything. But I've never made these quite like this. I've made one with, it wasn't even all that long ago. I guess it was about 5 or 6 months. No, it had to be when I started the garden. So it was probably about 3 months, maybe. Something like that. I made some, or Joy and I made some. Of course, Joy cut up all these vegetables. She always helps doing that. And then I made the solution and put them in and did all that. But you know, I just thought, like I said, I'd share it with you, and I hope you like it. I lost my train of thought what I was going to say. I was going to say something else. But, I mean, you know, use what you like in it, and I can't wait to try them. Oh, yeah, I made it with just cucumbers and onions, I think, and some peppers. We made some. I remember now. Cucumbers, onions, and bell peppers, I think all we had in it last time. But this has got a bigger variety in it. I think it's going to be really good. So, like I said, if you got a place to do it, you ought to grow you some things. Everything just seems to be getting higher and higher, you know. And it's also fun. Gives you something to do. Gives me exercise and stuff. So I enjoy it a lot. And I've got my fall garden started out there. If you want to see it, I always do an update on morning coffee break. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out, everyone. I was trying to get it to where you couldn't see my hand there like that. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and everybody have a great day, and God bless.